Society today still lives under the illusion that specialists are the people that are running society, while it's actually the generalists, the people that have knowledge and expertise in multiple fields, that rule society. And I'm going to talk about a few things to illustrate that in this video. We have been programmed to assume that lifelong, exclusive dedication to one fragmented aspect of life is the only way to pursue truth, identity, or even a livelihood. This is a myth if there ever was one. We fail to understand that this one aspect of the world has been broken or torn from its family and packaged up as a world of its own, with clear and stringent boundaries. And this is a very strong idea. All of these paragraphs that I will read to you are from the book The Polymath by Waqas Ahmed, an amazing book. I would highly recommend it if you want to learn more about polymathy or doing something with multiple interests. But where I think this quote shines is that it holds a lot of truth. If we look at history, humans used to be able to do a lot of things at the same time or have multiple skill sets at the same time. They used to be able to cook, design, paint, be physicists, engineers, architects, and so on. Humans used to be able to do a lot of things, and we gradually moved away from that into specialism, into kind of breaking off subsections of a big thing and make that one field that a human could then specialize in. One of those examples is, we broke down science into physics, math, chemistry, biology, and so on. And we keep doing that, or we kept doing that throughout history to allow for people to specialize and really go deep into one thing. But what we don't see is that's actually a negative thing in society that we have now. And that's why I think Gen Z is going to be the generation that will solve that. Either Gen Z or lower. Because before the internet, that was the way of life, is to really go deep in one thing, and that would allow you to create a livelihood for yourself. But now with the internet and social media, we can actually see people breaking out of that paradigm. They are starting to try new things. They're showing what they are experiencing and learning in their own life. And a lot of people are waking up to the fact that their job or their life is not how it's supposed to be forever. They could always change it, pick up new hobbies, new interests, new passions, and change their life trajectory. And it's exciting to see that people are making the connections between fields again, where we previously, in the past hundreds of years, used to focus on being a specialist. Now people are starting to connect the dots again and going multi-field. But one big problem still remains, and that will not change with time, is the fact that Gen Z and younger generations are still subject to older generations because they have more experience. If a field is not forced upon us, as it is for most people around the world, then the necessity to choose one, inhabit it, and close ourselves within its confines as soon as possible certainly is. And that problem of authority can be subdivided into two sections. The first is the age gap and experience gap. The older generations have much more experience in this life, in this world, and they can kind of force us to believe certain things or behave a certain way in today's society. And the second one is just the fact that over the last hundreds of years, we went to a society where specialism was rewarded. That is now the standard. So society still functions within this standard that being a specialist is the safest and best route to go. So both the age and experience gap and the fact that society has just aged to reward specialism kind of create this paradigm where you feel the necessity to choose a field and to really go deep in that one thing. And that's why I say that Gen Z or younger generations are going to be the ones that pick up on this and are going to change this in the future, because with the internet and social media, they realize very quickly that that one field that they work in is not the most important thing, is not the thing that matters. There's also a lot of other things that matter or that you want to devote time to. You see this on the work floor. A lot of Gen Zers are already starting to complain about work-life balance in a work structure that used to be fine or even wished for just 20 or 30 years ago. Who forces a field upon us? Parents, educational institutions, employers, governments, or even society itself, which has evolved to perpetuate fragmentation and hyper specialization in all areas of life. And here again, you see this gap where the older generation is kind of guiding you through life and giving you the blueprint to a successful life. But the problem with that is that life as we know it, society as we know it, is not the same as when they grew up. We have access to more information, more opportunities, but that also comes at a great cost because now information is the commodity. We need to approach it differently if we want a successful life. That is why you see in real time people that are getting out of college or university with advanced degrees cannot find jobs because it's not the information that is rewarded anymore. It's your skill set and what you can do. And the best way to future-proof yourself is to build multiple skill sets at the same time. Being a polymath, being someone who can go deep in multiple subjects and then connect the dots between them to offer unique solutions to unique problems. If you want to build and learn more about that, you should definitely join the community and I will be happy to help you out there.